Oh, it has to start with LifeMaster. I have come to the conclusion because the 4 a.m. club has not been working, and the reason for that is because I've not fully programmed my subconscious. I've not fully dialed it in. I've not made it an automatic behavior yet. They say the subconscious mind is a million times more powerful than the conscious mind. So it's like if I say to myself, I want to get up at 4 a.m., you might consciously do that one or two times, but your subconscious is always just going to default to what you've already pre-programmed yourself to. Oh, excuse me. Pre-programmed yourself to do all of the time automatically. We said yesterday 90%. We keep saying this 90%. Joe Dispenza, read the books. They're great, and have a think about it. Have a think about what you did today. Have a think about what you did yesterday. Have a think about what you did the day before. Have a think about how you felt about the world, what your emotions were, how you think about your future. Is it different every day? Is it largely different? No, it's pretty much the same, unless you put into place something like our LifeMaster system. And this is something I've had the domain for years. I've toyed with different things, and I've been making daily videos. My name's Toddy. I make daily videos. I've been doing it for a long time now. And we're not really doing it to get big on YouTube, although that would be nice, and I'm sure that will happen in the future. It'll probably take a few years, and for the business to get going, to then people to come and look back on this and go, who is this guy? This was damn interesting. Yeah, it is. For me, that's for sure. And hoping it will be for other people in the future. Well, it should be, because it will be a real, authentic story of building a quite unique, original company, non-conformity company, where we're doing a few things. We're doing a challenge and presenting that on 100 startups in 1000days.com, trying to explore and play and launch as many business models or combinations of business models and motives and money models as possible. And then also give away those blueprints for free on nonconformityblueprints.com, so people can come in and have a little look about all the different business models that are available, because they're always evolving as well. We've got AI wrappers now, where it's just little businesses jumping on the back of the AI code, and ChatGPT and Claude and all of these things, and just making a service that bootstraps off the back of that to make a nice service to make something easier for a target audience. There's loads of these coming up now. It's really, really good. Like, people could go to ChatGPT and do that themselves, but they might have tailored together ChatGPT with another bit of a tool and made a nice app. AI wrapper, AI as a service, as well as a new model. Platform-based business models are more up and coming with things like Notion. So things are always evolving, and I just think the old school business study definitions of business models is boring. Google's definition is boring. Their AI, Google's AI definition of different business models is boring. So we want to present it in a really nice way for people to come in and understand very easily. And because LifeMaster, my real passion brand, like a life system for people to really make sure that they are feeling fulfilled and pushing life, but also having it in a balanced way. So it's a bit of a paradoxical system, because it's getting balance in those 5 areas of life, and we do that by splitting life into health, work, finances, people, and evolution. Those categories split down into subcategories as well, but it's about balancing them, but also having an image in the future of where you want to go. So you're pushing those, but you're pushing them in a balanced way. So you're not like some health freak who doesn't have good relationships and no money, or you're not some person who works really hard and your health's shot and your relationships are bad and your finances are maybe all over the place because you're just spending everything that comes in. It's about balancing all of that so you can have good foundations to go forward. And because LifeMaster has those 5 departments, I've realized a lot of the startups, well, pretty much all of the startups that I've come up with fit under one of those categories in LifeMaster. So it has to start with that. And it has to start with that because I've been working out the best order of startups to launch for you and also for me. And this is it, because I've got my best day ever document here. We've done the best life ever. So there's different things you can do within this. And so the LifeMaster system, I'm going to polish off over this next week. It has to stick with this. This is the answer. I've kind of been here a bit before, but we've been dibbing and dabbing, swaying in a way. And everything up. And yeah, this is now the way forward for this, because this is the foundational program to make sure we've set everything up. So once this is locked in, I will be waking up and doing the work that I need to be doing. I'll be waking up and at the time that I've said automatically, because it'll all be programmed in. And then the idea is to use the morning session sometime just after you wake up to revisit your LifeMaster best life document, picture, movie, emotion, sound, feeling. You know, this can't be, the subconscious responds to those kind of things, movies. This is basically writing your own story of your future. A bit inspired by this book by Bob Hoskins. Who is it? Rob Hoskins. How to Think Positive About the Future, or something like that. And the book opens like it's the year 2030, and it goes into all these positive things that have happened in the world. And that's how far I've got in the book. But the Life Master will be about that. I think that's the third stage. We're going to have 3 stages for the Life Master, and it's all going to be free. We're not even going to ask for an email. It's going to be a bit like when I was in Avignon and we went to the park and ride. We were staying in July for a month near Avignon, France, in a village, small town. And because I come from England and sometimes go to somewhere like Nottingham, say, the parking there is just stressful. They have different parking spaces down the road, will have different parking rules. And it changes all the time. It's just like, wow, and you have to pay. And they have a lot of traffic wardens and a lot of rules. Different zones, different ways of paying, different times and apps, and the wardens and disabled zones and permit holder zones. It's chaos. It's just like, phew. And in Avignon, when we went, we got to the park and ride, and it had a massive car park, security cameras. I was like, oh, where do we pay? Then they're nowhere. And then we have a bus that takes us to Avignon, and they've got regular to and froms taking from. I'm like, well, surely we've got to pay on the bus. No money. They don't want any money. That's what I want the Life Master website to be. People come in and be amazed, and they're almost saying, well, where's the catch? Where do I put my email in? Where do they want some money? And we just won't. So that's what we're going to do. And it's going to be a 3-step process. Step number 1 will be writing down those 5 areas of life on a sheet of paper: health, work, finances, evolution, people. And then getting out of your head all of the things that you need to sort, all of the things you're not happy with, all the things you want to do, all the things you want to achieve, all the things you want to bring in or remove. Just brain dump everything. And this might take a couple of weeks, and this will be confronting because you've got to face everything. Bring everything to the surface. And then the third stage, I'm not sure of the second stage. I think it will just be a good educational video on the intro to Life Master with the departments and how the subconscious mind works and how you communicate to the conscious and the subconscious and how they work together. A nice, really succinct video lesson on that. So the first one will be an exercise. The second one will be a nice video lecture. And the third one will be maybe another video lesson, or in words, with the final exercise. And that's going to be writing the book of your future. The book of your future, using those departments as guides, using your best day ever as a guide, using all of the things that you've got up on the exercise 1 as a guide, using our systems and tools also as additional add-ons. There'll be lots of different things where we can take that, but the aim is to get those 3 things sorted, because then in that, for example, I will then define when I'm waking up every morning and why I'm doing it. The why is important because that gives us then a motive. Why am I doing it? To earn money, to feed my family, so we can live free and amazing lives, and all these other things. And if there's a health thing, like if I'm not going to have sugar, it's like you don't then see a chocolate bar and start quivering and be like, oh my god, I need that. It's like, no, you're going for this big health goal that you've programmed in, that you look at every morning and visualize and feel and see every night before you go to bed, and link in also what you're doing the next day. So you don't even see the chocolate bar. It's not even a thing. So you're overriding all of these things and programming in the big picture. So all of these little decisions and little things that could come up and little things that can get in the way. We've all been there when you're like, I'm not gonna have this, I'm not gonna have this. And you can do it consciously for a few days, and then what do you know? The subconscious pattern will take over in the end if you've not fully got there. So this is what it's about, is really fully programming and deciding what you want, but then also going with the evolution of this and not sticking to that one thing. It's having a system where you have this vision in the future, say 20, 30, say in 5 years, whatever it is, but then every morning and every night you can update that and keep moving it forward. Because once you start this process, you start to connect with your heart's desire, your mind, your soul, whatever you might want to call it. You start to connect with actually what you do want, and this starts a journey and things start to evolve. So it's going to always evolve, but the key is you've always got this thing on the horizon that you're going towards, and the horizon, you get a bit closer and then it gets a bit further away, but you know where you're going. So all of your actions here today are always going towards that automatically. Okay, I think that's it. Right. Oh, I did have a haircut.